Hello, everyone, and welcome to day. I've lost what count of what day it is. I think it's day 7, if you want to be technical, of the trade period. For NCL's closed on Friday. So just all about the trades. Big day on Monday, the third and final day of the AFL trade period ends on Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Just a reminder, you'll have a daily video tomorrow, and then a video tomorrow after tomorrow's end of play on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday night, the final day, I will have a full wrap of the last day on Facebook and Instagram. And then on YouTube, I'll have a special show recapping every single club's trades activity, say what draft picks they end up with, what players have ended up with. Then I'll have a culminate of a series where I'll start doing season reviews with those trades included. Then I'll start doing best 22s and talk about the draft. Then after the draft, we'll do best 22s again. So that's the plan at the moment. But today, day 7, we have 4 official trades go through, and a mega trade deal has just been approved while I just started recording this. So the trades of today: Isaac Rankine has joined the Crows, Will Setterfield has joined the Bombers, Luke Jackson is officially a Docker, Toby Bedford is officially a John, and this mega trade with North Melbourne, Port Adelaide, Eagles and GWS have been approved, and I'll go through that in a second, and then of course I'll go through all the other trades. So first, let's start off with this mega deal trade. It's just been approved by the AFL. Originally was declined because Port Adelaide could not give up future picks and 4th rounders. If they give away future first, I can't get rid of a future second. Apparently they got it, which was tied from Collingwood for the Giants to get, something like that. All the mechanics of that trade will be official. If it's not included official in a few minutes' time of you guys watching this video or not already, it'll be official tomorrow morning. That mega trade deal will include North Melbourne getting pick 2, 3, and a future first. Port Adelaide getting Jason Horne, Francis, and Junior Rioli. West Coast would get pick 8 and 12, and GWS would get the coveted pick 1. Now, there would be other pick swaps. So, essentially, the mechanics are North has given up Horne, Francis, and pick 1 for 2, 3, and a future first. There's some picks in 30s, 40s, and future picks involved. These are the main parts of the deals. The reason I haven't mentioned the other picks is because I don't want to say when we don't know the exact numbers right now with confirmation, but these are the main parts of the trade. So North Melbourne gain pick 2, 3, and a future first. This is a great move for North Melbourne. I love the move for the Roos. People go, oh, why would you give up pick 1 just to get 2, 3, and a future first, and you lose Horne, Francis, and pick 1, essentially, or the main parts of the trade. I like it. North Melbourne clearly weren't going to pick key forward in the draft, Aaron Cadman. GWS really wanted him. West Coast had that question mark that they'd take him, so they jumped ahead, the Roos. West Coast clearly weren't going to take him in the end, though, because they've got picks 8 and 12 now. But so GWS want Aaron Cadman, who's been linked to like a Jeremy Cameron clone. GWS really wanted him. They didn't want one of the 100,000 midfielders they could pick up. North Melbourne surprisingly didn't want the key forward, or at least not a priority anyway. So Aaron Cadman is very likely going to be the number 1 drop. Exclude the Will Ashcroft bid. GWS pick 1 very likely will select Aaron Cadman, key forward. So North get 2 and 3. So whoever they were going to get at pick 1 will be available at pick 2 and or 3. So I love the move for the Roos. This is a great move. They lose Jason Horne, Francis was pick 1. Yes, they give up pick 1 for this year. Get 2, 3 in a future first. I like the move. It's logical if you think about it properly. There's going to be other picks involved, later pick swaps and future seconds, thirds, fourths, etc. Picks in 30s, 40s, 50s, etc. So, look, I love the move for the Roos. It's very good. I think they've done very, very well out of it. The Giants getting pick 1, essentially for pick 3 and 12. I don't mind it. They had to get in front of the Eagles and the Roos to make sure they could get Aaron Cadman. There was a bit of confusion where the AFL website butchered it as usual. They had pick 12 attached to West Coast and GWS. So, very odd there. But the Eagles get picks 8 and 12. I don't mind it for them. They want one of the Perth guys at pick 8, and pick 12 they can get whoever. And the guy that they wanted to get, their first pick, it's probably too early to go at pick 2. So, logical move for them. They want to go for the local talent. GWS get pick 1, they'll get Aaron Cameron. Port get the 2 players they want, Junior Rioli and Jason Horne. But Port done okay. I think the Roos definitely won out of this trade. Speaking of the Giants, Toby Bedford will keep the thing going with the Giants. Toby Bedford is officially a Giants player from Melbourne. Melbourne get pick 44. That's about right. Luke will go Will Setterfield now. So Bomber for Essendon get pick 68 in Setterfield. Can't get a future 4th. Could be a steal for Essendon in terms of they want an inside mid. They finally got him. They've been linked to Reece Matheson, but now that they got Will Setterfield, that's now very unlikely, and he'll stay at Brisbane more than likely, unless something eventuates the next 2 days. So Will Setterfield is a bomber. Carlton get a future fourth. Essentially nothing. They were going to offer him a new 1 year deal. So, I mean, Essendon won this trade, and especially if Setterfield can be the next Will Brodie, some people say, to wait and see 192 centimetre inside mid that they've desperately wanted. Luke Jackson is officially a Docker. Freo get Luke Jackson, pick 44 and 67. Melbourne get pick 13, a future first and a future second, which is Fremantle's. I don't get why Melbourne fans are saying they've been screwed over. 2 first-round picks, albeit not the top 10 picks. We don't know what the future pick is. The future second. So hypothetically, Freo finish around 8. They get around pick 10, 13 in the future second, which would be about 27. So let's say 10, 13 and 27 for Luke Jackson. Essentially 44 is something, 67 is nothing. So essentially got pick 10, hypothetically pick 10, 28 and 13. They definitely get 13. So it's great for Melbourne. I don't know why Melbourne fans are all up in arms going, oh, this is unders, that you can get enough. Rubbish. You got enough. And I'd take that and run if I was you. Freo get the player they want with pick 44 as the main other pick. So, interesting there, which was passed on from the Bedford one. Now, Isaac Rankine was the other big official trade today. Isaac Rankine is officially Crows player on a 3-year deal. A lot of the other journos reported 5 years and got it wrong. Now, people are going to say that I reported 5 years. I only reported what they reported and put their names to it. So that's not what I said. That's what they said. And unfortunately for them, they got it wrong again. Jumped the gun, tried making excuses. Some of them did today. Mark McGowan was right. I've seen his posts saying it from a few weeks ago. People were over-exaggerating the contract length and it wasn't 5. And he was right. So Isaac Rankine's a Crow. Gold Coast get pick 5, future 3rd and 4th. They want future picks for academy plays next year. And Adelaide get Rankine 46 and a future 4th. So all-round great effort for both sides. The Suns did really well over it because it'll benefit. They get pick 5. And they benefit the 2 future picks for academy plays next year. Now, we'll go through some of the other trades that we'll go through. I do expect now that Brodie Grundy will become a demon tomorrow with all the Luke Jackson trades and that being done. Apparently, that was one holding up the Grundy one. The dominoes will start to fall pretty quickly. Brodie Grundy will join the Demons, which will be very interesting. Some other names to go through. Rory Lobb, Hunter Clark, and Sava Radaglia. They're the ones, and Lloyd Meek are the question marks. The other ones, Jack Bowes will get to Geelong, pick 7. Hopper, probably it's a question mark too. Should get done if Vavan Soldo wants to join the Giants. Brad Hill won't happen now. Josh Dunkley will get done eventually. Bull to be stupid to let it go through to the preseason draft. Billy Frampton, that'll get done for future 3rd or 4th. Ollie Henry, who will end up getting to Geelong. Gunston will get to the Lions. And Braden Fiorini will end up at Pie. Tom Mitchell, actually, is the other one's question mark. Whether he gets there, it depends on Fiorini if the other deals for the Pies get done and Ollie Henry. The one I want to leave you with is Sam Wiedemann. Backflip. Was interested in joining St Kilda, and now out of nowhere, he's joining the Bombers. Bomber fans, what do you think of that move? Solid move for the Bombers. They need some key forward options, and he can provide that again. Big wrap tomorrow. Tune into that. Till then, thank you very much. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. We greatly appreciate it. And leave a like to this video. Thank you. Until then, take care. All right, guys and girls, we have some breaking news. Of course, as soon as yours truly hits the end of the record button, gets ready to upload, edit, and whatever need be, 2 stories come out. One from Mark McGowan of the Herald Sun, formerly of the AFL, not the WA president, that GWS are making a late bid for Jaeger O'Meara. Now, what I find very, very interesting there, if this move was to happen, I'm not saying it is happening, but they've inquired, could happen, and if that does happen hypothetically, Hawthorn may say no to Tom Mitchell going to Collingwood, so this has huge implications on Tom Mitchell and the Hawks and the Giants, because they don't need all these picks in the top 20. They've got 6 picks in the top 19, I think, off the top of my head, so, or will end up having that. So, it's very interesting there. And that mega deal trailer I went through before, the details have been confirmed. The clubs, as of this part of the recording, have not put through their confirmations talking about the grabbing them players and then picks, yada, yada, yada. They may be announced tomorrow morning officially. It's been all, the journos are all running with it now. And that mega trade, pick for pick, runs as follows. North Melbourne, trade out Sorry, I'll trade in. North Melbourne receive pick 2. This is involving North Melbourne, Port, West Coast, and GWS I mentioned earlier. North Melbourne trade in pick 2, 3, 40, 43, and future first rounder of Port Adelaide. They trade out Jason Horne Francis, pick 1, and a future third. I love this for the Roos, as I mentioned earlier. Aaron Cadman, they obviously weren't going to pick, so they traded out, get 2 and 3, get the mid, Harry Sheasel, Elijah Cheetahs, and a few names like that have been mentioned there. So they get 2 mids there, more than likely. Replacing Horne Francis and pick 1. They essentially get that. The 2 players they can get at pick 1, they can get 2 and 3. They do that, give GWS pick 1. And they get a future first support. I love this. I think the Roos are definitely the winners out of this. For the ins for Port Adelaide, in Jason Horne Francis, Junior Rioli, future second round pick, which is tied to Collingwood, and a future third round pick, which is tied to Fremantle. They lose pick 8, 43, 53, 57, future first, future second, and a future third, and a future third. Look, a lot to go with this, but essentially the main picks, 2 first rounders, future second, and third. Yeah, it's a lot, but they got Jason, not just Jason Horne Francis, they got Junior Rioli and a future second tied to Collingwood. So, look, Port have done pretty solid as well. So, North done fantastic for me. Port have done solid. West Coast now will go to West Coast. They trade in picks 8, 12, future second tied to Port, future third tied to Port. They lose Junior Rioli, picks 2 and 40. They obviously want that WA player in the draft. Too early at pick 2, so might you get him at pick 8, which is very likely to be available then. So then they do that. They lose pick 40, but they get a future second and third. So they slide back, yes. They get Junior Rioli out, yes. But they gain pick 12 basically for all this, so for all their troubles. So pretty solid for the Eagles as well. The Giants, I thought they'd done pretty well as well, but we'll get through that. In pick 1, 53 and 57. Out pick 3, 12, and a future second Collingwood. Not the best, but they really want Aaron Cadman. So they gave up pick 3 to go up to pick 1. Originally, I'd seen reports on the AFL that they were getting pick 12, and that was with all this, but they were losing pick 12, so that was wrong and not even edited. So yeah, they gained pick 1 essentially for 3 and 12 and a future second. So not the best as it originally looked like for the Giants, but they'll get Aaron Cadman more than likely with pick 1, so they done pretty well there. Now, of course, every time I do a video, there's always news that drops. And in news that drops, you know to check out my Facebook page, AFL Information, Trade Rumours and Results, Instagram, AFL Info Live, and right here on YouTube, AFL Information, Trade Rumours and Results. And please go and subscribe and turn on the bell for all notifications. Thank you. And oh, by the way, St Kilda, do something! Stay awake for once. God.